you were gonna make fun of me, so I gave you that pause. I wanted you to call me out, but you didn't.
No.
You just tried to save me, and I appreciate that. But
don't worry.
I was hoping you were gonna make fun of me.
I got your back. But yeah, we're gonna watch the game now. At the bottom of the map, in red, we have the player for CJ Entus in this third game in our ZVZ today.
CJ Entus Hydra.
Hydra in game number 2 got a taste of his own medicine. An early circling attack with speed by KangHo took him down and brought us into this third game. And starting to the top right, we have the LGIM player. It is
LGIM KangHo.
KangHo, aka Lucira. He wants to go back to the Premier League. Lost in the Premier League and is now playing his only match in the Challenger League if he is successful there.
Well, we have a pool first for Hydra, and KangHo's going to actually push out the faster hatchery.
KangHo actually went to the round of 16 in the Premier League, and he ended up in a group with Parting, Maru, and Flash, but he was not too successful there. He was able to pass the first group stage without any problems at all. He finished second in a group with Rain, True, and Songari, playing a lot of Zerg versus Zerg already there, so that gives Hydra a bit of material to watch before such a pivotal match as well. But then in the round of 16, KangHo lost to Flash, and he also lost to Maru. The Zerg versus Terran, just a matchup that gave him a lot of problems on that particular day. Now he's going up against another Zerg player, and he just needs to win this single best of 3. Hydra, as mentioned before, so far in the Challenger League, quite successful with the Zerg versus Zerg victory in round 2. But also in the first round, he took down an opponent that a lot of people expected to do much better. Yonghwa went down, took only one map of Hydra, and Yonghwa himself, a player who actually dropped down from the Premier League. So quite the accomplishment for the CJ Entus Zerg player.
Yeah, not bad at all. KangHo is spotted, or rather gets the spot on the main base of Hydra, so he knows, okay, my hatchery is faster. Saw his pool timing. And with a fast gas here for KangHo, he can get speed really early. I mean, he's going to have a huge advantage with his larva and his speed, and he actually starts lings immediately and speed. Does not pull out of gas, so definitely going to be, well, pulls only one drone out of gas, I should say, but I think we're going to be seeing some pretty early aggression here.
Well, he actually has still 2 drones still in gas, so he could go for a Baneling nest here and just follow this up with with a Baneling aggression. Doesn't only have to rely on Zerglings, but the more Zergling he builds, the more likely it is that we will see Banelings in addition. He pulled out completely now on the other hand, and he's still at 36, so doesn't really look like he wants to go for Banelings. Zerglings with speed, that's going to be it. And let's see how successful he's going to be with this attack. This is even a faster speedling attack than it was in the last game. He only got 17 harvesters.
Yeah, and I think Hydra knows what's up because he's starting a Spine Crawler. If he moves these queens all the way out to kill the Overlord, though, I think he needs to be very careful about how he does that. He can go and poke the first one, but he does not want to commit off creep.
KangHo is once again just saving his Zerglings in the main base, but speed is going to hit very soon, and the only thing that could really happen now is that Hydra decides to cancel the Spine Crawler. If he feels safe enough to do that, then he's in for a surprise. But even with the Spine Crawler, it's not guaranteed that he's going to take this. A wall will help him a lot, and he's already setting up the double evolution chamber. This time he needs to hold that wall, but it's a pretty huge choke point that he has to actually get there. And if those queens are caught off guard and are taken out trying to spread creep or whatever, then it might be game already. But here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Here they come all those lings, 22 of them. He's droning up back at home behind this, but I don't think he's going to be able to break through this. Not with the third chamber there, 3 queens on the spine. I don't think he's going to get anything done. That evolution chamber goes down, but he's got enough transfusion energy to hold here. Yeah,
he has enough to hold here for now. He's building his own Zergling, so one of the queens will definitely go down, but the Roach Warren is now building. The queens are still there. The Zergling sneaks into the main base, but not really an attack that was worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, Hydra right now has the lead in the Harvesters. He's the one with the Roach Warren, and he has a very solid defense set up here. KangHo is by no means out of the game, but this attack did not go as he intended it to.
Yeah, he droned up right afterwards, though. Had he committed, he could have done maybe more damage, but it's hard for him to make that judgment call.
I would have rather liked to see him move back.
Yeah, same.
There were 3 queens in position. There were a couple of Zerglings already behind the queens. He had a Spine Crawler as well. And as you already said, KangHo didn't fully commit to the attack, and therefore there was no way that he could just muscle his way through.
This is problematic. This queen gets caught here at the front. And really nice micro by KangHo, though, actually saves her. Yeah. That was really well done. And And he only has 2 queens. Had he lost the second one, that would have really severely impacted his injects. Did he just cancel lair to get the faster upgrade? I think he did. I think that Hydra did not see that. I saw a big cancel in the main. I just don't know what it was.
Well, lair tech is actually for Hydra nearly completed. It doesn't take too long for him to get that, and +1/+1 has also been started. Keep in mind that he has his own roaches already in the game, so at this point in time, Hydra is definitely the one with the edge.
Yeah. I mean, he's got all the edges. He's got so many edges, he's dangerous. Don't touch him. You're going to get a cut. He's got, you know, the 1/1, the faster roach speed with that lair tech that you talked about. Is going to get a scout off here in the main base with this Overseer.
And that is a nice touch to it as well, because that's the only reason why this Overlord is going to survive. It's like a cocoon right now. It's like a caterpillar that is going to live another day and going to become a beautiful butterfly. Not quite so beautiful, but it doesn't die to the queen, and it also lives, and it's much faster.
The only difference is that it didn't get to enjoy eating for like the first half of its life a ton of food, like caterpillars do.
Caterpillars are awesome.
They really are. First Pokemon I caught in Pokemon Y was the new Caterpillar one. I can't remember its name though.
I actually collected caterpillars and nursed them throughout the summer and brought them like stuff to eat so that they could get butterflies.
Oh wow, that's actually pretty cool. Do you have any pictures of those still? I'd like to see that.
Yeah, like a couple. Now we had a couple of species of butterflies actually in Germany that were like a bit rare, and those were the ones I was trying to like save a little bit. That was when I was a kid, so.
I mean, that's pretty cool though. I never had anything really like that. You know, not even with like class projects. I caught a spider once though.
It was fun. Like we had like a cage, and I was brought up in a more of a rural area, so there were actually a lot of those. It was really interesting.
Yeah. I guess he was going to commit to aggression, but he decides, you know, no way, this isn't going to work, and now we kind of have the tables turned a little bit.
He decided that it was actually not really the right time. He moved in and he saw that KangHo had a lot more than he expected, so he decided it was time to move back. Keep in mind that we have 4 Overseers for Hydra, so he wants to go for the same stuff again. We have actually like a changeling chasing that drone around.
He's actually going to make
KangHo is going for offensive drones.
Yeah, offensive spine's probably going to go down here, at least some of them. And he's also going to engage with the drones a little bit here. I expect that he might try to... Well,
I don't think we have spines. You don't have this time for spines to go for that. He just wants to soak up that damage. He knows that this is the do or die. He's moving in. The +1/+1 for both of them is ready. The army supply, on the other hand, is in favor of Hydra by nearly 20, and he is pushing his opponent back. So many harvesters lost already for KangHo. KangHo down to 22 against 50 drones, and if he loses this fight, it's all over, and that's the case. GG. Hydra goes to the Premier League. KangHo will have to go through the up and downs. Congratulations. The early attack with the Speedlings did not work for the LGM Zerg player, and it is Hydra who is able to make his way straight to the Premier League.
I mean, I guess I thought about how he could have engaged that. I thought he was going to go in for the third base and try to control choke points and try to take a good engagement, but the longer he waits with the drones pulled like that, I mean, like you said, it takes forever to make a spine, so he could have tried to make a few spines to help out, but then he's just losing more and more time. He's not mining out of third base. He lost all of his drones because he brought them, and he's not going to be able to reinforce, so...
Yeah, offensive spines are not really a thing.
Yeah, not
You might
really.
see that like 1 in 1,000 games maybe, but like he wanted to soak up some damage. He realized that with the early attack and it already being like taken out, he had like no chances. He realized he had no lair tech. His opponent was already on lair. There were Overseers on the map. The +2/+2 would be a factor in just a few minutes. So he had to do something, and he decided the only chance that he had was to use his roaches, go for an attack, pull the drones, try to soak up the damage. He lost the game early on. He fell too far behind and tried to salvage what there was to salvage, but there was not a lot that he could do.
Yeah, definitely not. So congratulations to Hydra. It takes his second ZVZ, and now he's in the Premier League.
Exactly. He's going to play in the Premier League in the first season of 2014. We have a 5-minute break, and then we're going into our next match, which is going to be a Protoss versus Protoss, so stay tuned. We'll see you guys in a few.